Good morning guys, Foggy Dew here, and today I'm actually going to be pulling off the front wheel and tires, and I'm also going to be pulling off the wheel spacers. The reason for this is that we're going to be doing a trip up near Bighorn Dam, and more specifically Baldy Mountain, or Mount Baldy, however you guys want to say it. And my dad and I did a scouting mission the last time we were up there.
68 and a bit.
Yeah, that's good.
No, 68 and a half.
And what we found was that a 67-inch wide machine likely might be able to make it through that gate, but there's no guarantees. It would have been super tight. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the tires off all the way around, taking all the wheel spacers off, gonna drop this back to a 64-inch stock width RZR. So that way we absolutely have no issues once we get up there to head through the gate, specifically up to Baldy Mountain. So that's what we're going to be tackling right now. All right, folks. Well, I will say this, off camera, I took the trusty old tool that we shaved down. Mostly my dad shaved this down. And in this case, I went to remove them with this same socket. And I got that. I don't know if you can see that, but that is a crack right through. So in saying that, I'm going to leave the wheel spacers on for now, and I'm just going to throw on the 29 by 9 by 14s up in the front here, just so I can basically get it back on tires and put her back in my garage. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get those wheel spacers off. Do I have to shave another one of these down? I hope not. Is it likely? Yeah, probably. Sucks. Alright guys, it's been about 1 week. No, it's been exactly 1 week since I attempted to take the wheel spacers off of the RZR. As mentioned before, I end up cracking this guy here, and you know, I had to make a decision as to whether I was going to file another one down in hopes that it would work, but I went a little bit of a different direction. So I ended up taking 4 sockets to a machine shop and had a guy essentially machine them down so that they would be the right size, they would fit in the holes on the wheel spacers, but also it would maintain as much material as possible in order to keep the strength of the socket. Beautifully done. Still appears to have a decent amount of material. Again, it's definitely a lot thinner, but I sure hope this does the trick and I can get all the wheel spacers off today. So that is what we are tackling now. Alright, here's for hoping. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. And the wheel spacer is off. Yes, sir. And the socket, no fractures. Beautiful. All right, guys. So the front 2 wheel spacers are off, and you have no idea how happy I am that they came off. They came off nice and easy. Yeah, just awesome. So a couple things I just want to point out here, guys, is when my dad ground down that first socket, so the one that ended up cracking, first off, I believe that was a 12-point socket, and it was not an impact socket at all. It was just a standard socket. So in saying that, if you guys are going to do something like this, always utilize a impact socket. And second to that is just make sure that it's a 6-point. So less fracture areas there are on a 6-point than obviously on a 12, and that would be the reason why you'd want to go with a 6-point impact socket in order to do this. So anyways, I'm super happy about that. I'm going to put the front tires on. I'm going to take off the rears. You guys don't need to see that, but yeah. So again, just making up tools as we go along. So I actually had 4 of these made, so I'm good. Even if this one were to crack down the road, I got 3 extras. So anyways, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you up in Bighorn Dam. and Baldy Mountain. Up in the Nordegg area. So, all right, see you guys there. I just want to remind you, there are still 2 Foggy Dew merch drops that have not been located, to my knowledge anyway. There is one up on top of Canoe Mountain somewhere. Might be somewhat buried a little bit, but not too terribly bad. And you can find that one at these coordinates: north 52.70314 by west 119.16109. Now, if you're up in the Catamount area, there's also one out in that area, and more specific to that, it's out on the Ruby Falls Trail. You can find that one at north 52.80269 by west 117.11176. So get out there, get yourself some free Foggy Dew merchandise, and all I ask, guys, is please, if you do find it, send me an email at foggydew646@gmail.com advising me that you found it, and if you're willing to do so, take a picture with the merchandise, send that to me too, and I will include it in an upcoming video. And again, guys, we will see you on the trail. Happy hunting.